Okay, let's do this. I'm never doing tier list because I hate that. Because it's like advice, what is good, what will be good or not good. I hate doing that because I feel like I would need to do extensive study to learn what is good, what is not good. Instead of that, I'm choosing to do what I'm excited to play in next season or next DLC. Well, it's next season too. And usually it's good. So I play on beta. I played for days. I was trying just M+, so this is purely about M+. I have no idea what will be happening in the raid. So another reason I cannot do tier list because I'm not playing any raids on beta. I missed that opportunity and there's no beta raid open. So everything here is M+, and it's my opinion what I'm excited to play. Usually I'm excited to play something that is actually good, because I am not one of those players. I'm playing these classes and I like them and I hope they'll be good or not. I just play what feels good, what feels that is performing, it's healing a lot, it's doing nice utilities, nice damage. So yeah, it's a little bit how good it is, but let's just go into it. I think I decided because I was looking at it before I started video and many people was asking me where I was streaming when I was trying on beta, and I think like the thing with disco, I didn't play disco. I heard it's bad and I'm not good with disco, and when the class is apparently not that good and I'm bad with it, I don't think it's a good combination to be trying it, because only class I'm not sure what I'm doing is disco priest. Okay, I know what I'm doing, but I'm not used to that class because I always was avoiding them. Evoker, it's newer, but I was playing Evoker a lot, so it's not that difficult. Yeah, I think I decided it's not that hard. So I won't be marking disco, it can be somewhere there. I think I can put away. Nobody will be down there. So let's talk about classes. Maybe I'll move it a little bit around. That makes these two classes worse. I just choosing how to differentiate it. So the thing with new dungeons, there is so many situations you need to heal burst AoE. There is just so many. Some dungeons more, some dungeons less. But there is a lot of situations you need to do burst AoE healing. And usually our talents for M+ are not really AoE focused, it's focused more on single target, to just bring people almost from death to full health before they get hit by another ability. And some classes are not great at it. Druid have really issues. We don't have any flourish. Well, we have, but it's much weaker. That's how we heal the AoE boost damage before. We got flourish, then we was using Convoke to hope for that flourish proc. Now we lost that in Dragonflight. Then in 3rd and 4th season we didn't have flourish, but we had a huge set piece that was very good on bursting on AoE single target. It was just really good, strong, fast heal. Now we don't have that set piece, and we have nothing. We got nerf to the tree and buff to the Convoke. Okay, so Convoke is better, but Convoke is so RNG. You cannot just bet life of your whole group that my Convoke will choose good abilities. It just really feel bad. It's not like not healing enough. You just don't have anything. You don't have anything for that boost of AoE. That's it. You don't have anything. You can cast more regrowths. You can use some little swiftment. Is really good, but it still is just single target. Wild growth won't do much, because with what? Wild growth was healing a lot. Combine with your flourish. We don't have that. So that's the reason you feel with the Druid you cannot heal enough, because damage burst AoE will come and Druid have nothing for it. That's why he's low. Don't take me wrong, he can heal decently, but when the burst AoE came, he's lost. Completely lost. And also he's really bad when you don't know which targets will be getting huge single target damage. Because if you know already this target will be getting damage, you can prepare. But you need a few seconds for that. To put live loop on, to make sure Efflorescence is under him, repair rejuvenation, maybe Scenario Ward, and other stuff. But when it starts hurting exactly the same moment as you learn which target will be getting damage, it's quite too late to start placing some healing hots so other your abilities are stronger. So that's why definitely Druid is low. He just doesn't have anything to speed up his healing. That's whole reason. He heals decently, it's not problem. Problem is it's not fast enough. If you really need to use something right now, you have nothing to press. Just no cooldown for that, nothing. I keep checking my left screen because there is some loading animation. I will just turn that off. Alright, I don't know, for some reason I'm looking always to the left. So the other, what is on the bottom, is Holy Priest. Kinda from the same reason. You have some abilities that will do some AoE, but it's exactly the same reason. You are not good at healing AoE bursts. That's the whole reason. For a single target, yeah, it's nice, it's performing. I choose to play rather that Halo build because it's compensating your lack of AoEs. That, apart from that, is just a Sanctify, and that's it. Well, Prayer of Mending, but you cannot say Prayer of Mending is burst healing on AoE. It's not. It's more or less sustain, but still good AoE. So that's the reason it's also this low. And of course it's Priest. And now you can't even use Mind Suit in the dungeon. So he cannot interrupt, he can do AoE Fear, and sometimes he can stun with Chest. And a defensive, kinda defensive Angel, but when it procs and saves somebody, it's 3-minute cooldown. So the utility of Priests, not great. That's another reason it doesn't feel good. But otherwise than that, yeah, like it's playable. I didn't find any healer that is like, this is just so bad, like I felt about Holy Priest in Season 2. I couldn't just handle because it was not healing enough. That was the whole reason. So yeah, it's same as Druid. Actually, it's not the same as Druid. Holy Priest, I had much more mana issues than the rest of Druid. From the same healing, same health per second, I just have much less mana than Druid. So I would even say Holy Priest even lower, but of course there can be some optimization there if you know mechanics, because of course I was learning new dungeons too. Well, some news, some older dungeons, but still I was paying more attention to what's happening around me than min-maxing my healing. And of course I didn't play for 2000 hours beta. I don't know, usually I'm going from top to bottom, but now we are here, I'm going from bottom to top, so let's talk about Holy Paladin. He got Beacon of Virtue. That's the only thing that is saving him from the same placement as others, as Holy Priest and Druid. So you place Beacon of Virtue and you have Beacon of 5 targets, then your heals are healing what? 5 targets. So that's great composition. What I feel bad about Holy Paladin is his healing was usually like, if you did Holy Shock, if you did some cast heals, it was usually a huge heal. You didn't need any cooldowns. But it's no longer true for months and months that Holy Paladin need to use some cooldown to actually do some decent healing. And the thing is, you don't have that many things to click. You have Divine Toll and you have Wings. Now Wings have additional effect, like you are getting triple Holy Shocks twice, and then you summon some beams that are healing, so Wings are much better cooldown than just increase your stats a little. So yeah, it's a really decent heal. Of course, Beacon of Virtue is small, 15-second cooldown, but I don't count that. And of course you have some like Sacrifice or Aura Mastery, but it's just a little bonus. So after you use Divine Toll and Wings and you need a little bit more, there is nothing. You are really starting to be behind after you don't have anything ready. But yeah, otherwise, like, I didn't have problem. Like with Holy Priest and Druid, I had problem on some locations to pump enough heal. With the Paladin, it didn't felt great, but if I had things ready and I could just click it, I just healed it, no problem. The only problem with Holy Paladin and me is that he doesn't have many choices. But yeah, you can do perfectly everything, you just need to a little bit plan it better, because if you run out of these 2 cooldowns, you are not that great. Alright, let's go a little bit higher. So I put Monk here. I put it to like the best, but I guess it's a little bit less because it feels wrong with the Monk. And also I have feeling, I'm not sure, I'm on Shaman, never mind. I feel like Mana Tea is giving more mana than it should, like a lot more, almost double. But I never had mana issues, so I don't think that's a problem. But if something like that doesn't feel right, maybe some other things are not exactly well prepared, very balanced. And the thing is, because before in raid he was casting, of course now after pre-patch you could also kick in the raid, because they added, well, not huge buffs, they added mechanics that previously was not in the game that make kicking actually viable again in a raid. Before you just hit the boss once and then went on the range. And in the dungeons you was just healing mostly from your damage. Mostly. Of course, when you need a little bit more or some more burst, then you just pop some cooldowns. Usually Shaman Gift took care of it. And then you had many buttons to click. But now, thing is, your damage and healing from it doesn't feel enough. It not even doesn't feel enough, it's not enough. Because there is a lot of bursts and then chill moments in the dungeon. There is not so much sustained damage that's happening in the dungeons. So kicking is going a little bit more on the side, and to feel comfortable with the Monk, I needed to put Soothing Mist talents in, and also the same as we used before in the raid. But if you casting Soothing Mist and use Vivify on Evoker Mist on different targets, then it will move. So it feels weird because I was used to just keep kicking with the Monk, and now you really want to start healing, and of course you use your cooldowns, you just need to just stand and start pumping and cast those Vivifys and Elving Mist and having blah blah blah. But the thing is, it just feels weird because I'm not used to do that in dungeon, and of course you are losing damage with it. But so yeah, but from start I was thinking Monk is really bad. Then I start adding that more casts to your gameplay, not only just I'm kicking and that's what I'm doing, like I was used to do before, even on higher keys. And it definitely felt good, and I had no problem to just overheal the bursts. It was much better than others. Like literally, burst started, you got Renewing Mist on the targets, start casting Soothing Mist, pump some Vivifies, and you are just good. Of course, you have many cooldowns to choose from. So I didn't have problem to heal anything with the Monk. And it just felt good. It just felt weird. That's why I put it a little bit lower after that. But who knows, maybe there is some much better way how to play it. I didn't find it. I tried a more classic old one and it was not performing well. I tried to mix a little bit healing. You still have your healing from damage as the first, like in overall. It's just when you need burst right now, a little bit more pump healing, you just switch to the cast. It's not like you are now casting build in the dungeons. So it's just feel really weird. That's why I put it lower. It's not bad. And also, as there is a lot of bursts, AoE bursts to whole group, that you need to heal monks feels good for it, because you have a lot of cooldowns. Now you run a revival, it's much stronger than before. It feels good to just click it in the burst. It's a huge heal. And now to our best S rank. We have Evoker and we have Mr. Shaman. Healing wise, I would put Evoker higher. Well, with the Shaman, I tried many dungeons, I tried many talent combinations, so there is more effective build that I'm playing. But with that effectivity, or rather potential of burst healing, it was really mana consuming. So my favorite is Farseer, with a single target cast, and it can really do some decent AoE. Mainly you are supporting your AoE healing with Cloudburst Totem. So in combination with that and Healing Surge, that is a huge critical now, it's healing massively. It's quite working good with new set piece. So even when you are healing AoE, the Healing Surge is just good choice, because it's just pure amount of healing you will get from Healing Surge. It's so big. It's usually bigger than total healing of one chain heal if you count together all the hits of your chain heal. And I would say like Monk or Evoker, maybe even Paladin, if he pops all his cooldown at the same time, can do more than Resto Shaman. Well, Resto Shaman has so many cooldowns. Okay, never mind. I'm taking it back. If Resto Shaman use everything at the same time, he definitely pumps more than some Holy Paladin. But the thing with Resto Shaman is you have so many utilities. You have amazing range, interrupt. You have 2 AoE CCs like stun and knockback. You can change knockback. No, it's knock up. You can change your knockback, and you are mobile, and you have giving shields to allies. It's just so comfortable to play Shaman, and it's also good enough for healing. So it's not like I think Shaman is healing the biggest numbers, but it always feels so tidy. It always feels with Shaman I'm in control, and I'm not missing, I don't know, I need to click this, or I didn't plan it, or I was not prepared. Well, Cold Burst, you need to little prepare, but apart from that, Shaman feels like I'm safe. I know what I'm doing. I have this under control. I'm just using few abilities, and it's not difficult at all. As some Monk and Evoker that have many abilities, you are healing a little bit with that, a little bit with that. I think I have some Stunvolt with some. So you can see it's the biggest pumper. It's very simple. Other healers you have like slowly, like something healing and something a little bit less than that, but still high, and a little bit less than that, still high. With the rest of Shaman, you healing point is really simple. Like it's healing surge, healing wave, and then some supports, of course. So that is other abilities, but mainly your main source of healing is healing surge, Riptide, healing waves, addition to your single target healing. You always have air shield and Cloudburst, of course. Well, this is cooldown, just duplicating a heal, so it's still this healing is just duplicating. So that's what I like on Shaman. It's like, apart from Paladin, the rest of Shaman I think is that simple, it's fun. In the way Holy Paladin is right now, I would say it's that simple, it's boring. But if Shaman, it doesn't feel boring, because then you can focus more on damage. And then damage is increasing your healing, and then when you actually do healing, it's increasing your damage. That's most healers doesn't have that ability. Disco please is something else. Who cares? So yeah, maybe not strongest heal, but satisfying to play. That's what I would say, Shaman. Of course, if you go for more totemic and chain heals, you can bruise more, but then your mana is really crying, and I didn't like it as much. And I liked more, like Farseal feels more like sustain, but I like the sustain because it's quite high sustain. It's not like Resto Druid sustain. It can be higher than Resto Druid sustain. Yeah, and Evoker. I would even put it lower. I would be definitely starting with Shaman. Like first character I will level up will be definitely Shaman. I'm putting it lower because I don't like Evoker way of existing, that you have lower range and you highly depend of positioning your team. And that's of course is not changing, because they would need to just redesign that class. But he is healing a lot. He's good healer, he's good damager, and he got decent utilities, many defenses for you, and also for others too. You can put defense for AoE damage for everyone, you can put a shield on them, you can put strong defensive ability on them. So Evoker is just strong. Also with the new talents, you can even buff damage of your allies. And you're still healing, you're not augmentation. So he's just strong. And he's fun again, I would say. So definitely I would put it even higher, but I really don't like you are still forced to be in the back of your team when you have some 3 ranged DPS and they don't care about a little bit stuck, like close to the boss or close to the back. You are very sad, but you are healing so much you can often just compensate for that you don't hit everyone. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, Evoker, big on the menu, it's fun, but you need to buy that positioning issues, and I really dislike his range, but it is what it is, that's how Evoker always works. But overall, like, between SAB, not big differences, I would say. There is gap over here, maybe I should keep it like this, to make it more visual. Because I would say if you play one of these 4, it feels alright when I was in dungeon. Of course, you have some advantages and some disadvantage. Some is better here, some can do a little bit more healing, but like having defensives and stuff like that. But like Holy Priest and Rested Druid felt like I'm missing something, and I had some situation that I was not healing enough. So these 2 I'm not excited to play. Of course, keep in mind, start of new DLC. After new DLC starts, there is so many class balances. There is usually like every 2 weeks from the start, like 2 or 3 of them, so doesn't matter, just play what you like if you are not planning to be war first. But yeah, this is what I learned from beta, from playing just new M+ dungeons over and over, and this is what I like. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you are going to play. If you try something on beta, what you liked, what's your plan to level up first. Like, I'm starting definitely, I was thinking about it many times, and people was asking to. I'm starting with Shaman, 2nd Evoker, 3rd one Mistweaver, 4th one Paladin, then Resto Druid, and then Holy Priest. Maybe I will switch Resto Druid with Paladin, but my head is clear. Alright, let me know what you think about next DLC classes, or rather healers. I don't care about others. Of course I will play a little, but I'm the healer boy. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.